this
I
time
think we
around.
should do more sound effects, Hugo. I think they're our strongest. You're already recoiling with cringe.
Yes.
The mere mention of
It depends on the sound effect, I think. BCT smoke. Why, what? What sound effect were you thinking, Harry?
No, it's fine.
Got anything? No?
Nope. I don't want to talk to you.
Roger that. He's long.
Fast, long rap. It's a fast, long rap. It's like...
Through the long fast.
It's... oh, nice. Foozy, Nilo, good. However, there is a little tradie-weighty situation over inside of the A site. The bomb's going down right now. It's all fine. It's all good. Young Ninjas, they planned for this. They set up for this 4-on-3 retake. They're not worried yet, but Process... trying to play a little bit tricky, trying to get a little bit cute with it with the timings over in Boiler. Will get cancelled out by Foozy, and now the main bulk of this push coming in at long. It's not as plain and simple as it might look, though. Both these players are low, and Pepsaw gets it down to the 1v1. Just Foozy left to find, and he's going to do it cleanly. Woo.
Yeah, and Tiva Foozy though, he makes a really good move, right? He goes he gets one in the apps and gets dinked, and so instead of just offering up his life in the A site in a 4-on-3, he peels all the way back and re-wraps alt mid. That lets Young Ninjas group up for the retake and man up. Unfortunately, they can't do it, can they? So Fnatic on the board.
As an old belief, we call it Halvor's Law.
Halvor's Law. Gullist Law.
Yeah, it does sound like you're trying to say his whole name. Halvor's Law, but it's Halvor's Law.
Yeah, what's it mean?
If the player's low and you're 1v1, you're going to dink him. It's as simple as that. He says that, if they're only one shot away from death,
you headshot.
You always see the headshot.
Yeah. Well, the call can come in, oh, he's low, but you never fully believe
I don't think that's it. I think, you just want a little bit of
play it as safe as you can, Harry. Sometimes
you want to kill him twice.
Yeah, right? Send him to hell and back, right?
You'd rather overkill it than underkill it.
Exactly. You can goose someone in this game and be like, oh, mate, they're goosed. Oh, I dinked them. But you dinked them for like 20, So you don't want someone shooting for the toes like, trust me, he's low, mate. He's low.
Halvor Gullistol. And a deagle kill for Rolf.
Naughty.
Whenever I get really in character trying to say Halvor's name, I do just add a bunch of rolling L's in all the way through.
Yeah. The more L's, the better. Fnatic, they're going to get a few L's in this round if they walk into this
Yes, this is fully stacked, Hugo.
Yeah. Oh, good flash at least, but the bomb's been dropped and the Deagles are doing some
Look
damage.
at ZTR! They are looking at ZTR, the nade. It's still so uncertain. It's still so scary. They spot Nilo. They know that Rolf was here as well, and so Fnatic Rising are out of there, going towards the A-bomb site. But Hugo, they're going to grab the loot. Give me the loot. And they're now armed in this retake. In this 2-on-2.
They've got the kit on the AK as well. This is definitely winnable, but the boost is going to waste time here. They don't want to go right through the smoke. If that long player activates, he could shoot them both in the back, but no one making a move yet. Now Regali comes around the corner, and it is a backstab play with an open bomb plant. Regali should be able to win this round, and KST is not giving them the kills. Oh, there's the shot from Regali on long. Not a stick for Nilo. He's got to get off it. KST's close, gets the frag, but Regali's there to win the round just in time for Fnatic Rising. They may have went into that B stack, but a nice little rotate out in the last second, and Fnatic do convert that. Well, force by round, beating the force by round, rather. You could even rebuy if you're the Young Ninjas here, considering you did so much damage. But right now, it looks like they're going to eco. Let's see what they want to do as we jump on in to the comms.
Jag kommer Susan B också. Jag tror Kevin kommer ruscha upp.
Jag går korta. Så wide, gå 2 från långa, jag kommer gå kort. Ja. Gå close och lyssna, kanske.
Jag chillar på om de skulle nöjda upp oss.
En är second mid.
Dark not.
En är under CPL. Under CPL.
Nubbe.
En hoppade upp, en hoppade upp CPL.
Till B dinkad.
Flashar. En är på balkong.
Lås flashar. Nedsläpp. Lås vänster, second mid. Jag backar.
De går mot B.
Jag kommer på B också.
Ja, en la mollo.
En Brutus kan vara inne B. Han är dinkad med P2000.
Jag kommer gå graveyard här. Försöka döda honom.
Och B.
Och rullar. Och CT, en går in nu.
Och close.
Nice,
Det var en till.
Okej, jag står graveyard. Tysta.
Kom upp innan smoke. Hoppa upp.
Nej, ett till pool. Ja, där.
Till med site.
Jag fortsätter chilla. Okej.
Kan vi byta till Loki eller?
Ja.
Tänker dra typ.
Och plantar nu.
Jag kommer nu.
Kom Maxa. Taggad. Han pikar.
Jag kommer från CT. Jag kommer jigla lite.
Ja.
CT-smoken
Kan vi gå
ligger
CT
uppe.
eller?
Ja, jag kommer komma från ruins.
Jag kommer stå i smoken när den fadar och kolla dark.
Ja. Jag har banan.
Ser ingen mörka?
Akta pool.
Ja, jag kommer kolla
Jag
pool.
kommer gå på. Ingen banan.
Pool. Nej, mörka.
Banan.
Synd.
Den boys.
Bra,
Bra.
Det var Rako.
De är inte bra diagadas.
Eller regals.
As far as ecos go, you're going to be pretty happy with that one, right? Not quite the conversion, but they get damn close, Harry.
Yeah, they almost get it over the line, but then the line gets over them, right?
Oh.
You know, all in all, considering what you bought into that round, great eco, right? Taser kill to open up, love that. USPs getting away with kills as well, don't love that so much, but it did happen, and it set up Young Ninjas nicely heading into this first rifle round, right? This isn't a bonus for Fnatic Rising. They've had to reinvest quite heavily. They're all-inning this one. And so this gives Young Ninjas a chance to gain a bit of a foothold in this game, in this first rifle round here and now.
Yeah, they've already tried to take some kills right down. Banana fighting. Deep smoke cuts Fnatic out. And even the Orb took a peek on short side. So no kills coming, but Young Ninjas seeming confident in their first gun round. And now they're just waiting for Fnatic to commit 4 on 8. Right now things are looking up for the CETs. Deep smoke on long, but with an arch player they can play in front of it. Fuzi wraps around to come and play with Sapek and CT, but Fnatic are going back to this late B control, taking Banana out of Rolf's hands. He's going to spot them. But he hasn't got the util to stall them, only a flash. That's why this rotate is very important. Neither does Sapek in terms of util, but more manpower now to hold down on this B bomb site. Is this all a ruse for Fnatic? They take this late control, it shuffles up the defense. We see a third player start to move around as well, but Fnatic are looking to end A with 20 seconds.
It leaves them shy on time, but high on surprise factor. Process selling this little B lurk. He's even through CT. He can disrupt rotations. This is big. If they get these A kills, I mean, there's very little time. The bomb's got to be going down now, and they can't deny it on the side of Young Ninjas. With a second to spare, the bomb plant is in. And Rolf is left saving this M4.
Nice exit, but they are still coming. That's not going to stop Fnatic from trapping him into this bomb site. Rifle waiting down B, open CT, and maybe Rolf will get away with this, although... Nice shot again. Now he's dead. Certainly. Process will make it so, and Fnatic, that's, I mean, it's expensive, sure, but it's worthwhile. You know now that the Ninjas have nothing in this follow-up round. They've got a force, sure, they can buy half, but no more guns, no more rifles. And Fnatic get to run away with a fifth for free, seemingly. This is super impressive, right?
Yeah.
It's a good start.
Yeah. You know, Hugo, you often say, you know, one of your coin sayings, the proof is in the pudding.
I don't think
well,
I've ever said that.
You can't spell trifle without T-rifle. And right now,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's Fnatic Rising, giving the Young Ninjas their just desserts,
Nice,
Hugo.
yeah. Lots of Lots of
Dessert
puddings, yeah, no, I
puddings,
get it.
trifles,
Any more?
desserts.
Well, Fnatic in this round, they're going to look to they're going to look to have their cake and then eat it too.
No, why, dude?
Yeah. See, when I get my cake, I usually just leave it on the side till it goes moldy.
That's true though. You still have cake in the fridge, Hugo.
It's actually your cake.
Fridge cake.
I'll eat it if you want. I'll have the cake.
Oh, Nilo. It's a couple of slices for him. Right.
Chowing down on Deagle Town.
That's the thing about cake.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
Okay.
5-on-4. And
Back to B.
yeah.
These rounds are scary against the ninjas, definitely. I mean, Inferno, anti-ecos are always scary because you never know when you're walking into a full stack. Info is pretty hard to get at times. Flash peek is perfectly timed, 4-on-3, and all the info. Now ninjas can start to run the rotate. Rolf is here alone. He's got to hold off in what is a 1v3 right now. Smoke on the coffins, and that's fine. He can give it up. He can play retake, but this is an eco. You don't have a kit, and so the kills have to come through quick.
Yeah. We've got faith. R-O-1-F. What does it spell? Rawanwolf. Here he is with the swing. It's actually Nilo stealing it away. Rolf swept aside as well. The Deagles, they were hoping to upset with a victory here. They still could, but ZTR will not get given this fight again. Flashing, tapping, now looking for this kill. Keve not peeking right away, and he's just toying with ZTR, knowing that he's won the round. Fnatic Rising up onto 5. Young Ninjas, a little upset that once again it's another one of these 4 spies that they get so close, but they're just not winning them.
I'd love to see them buy kits in a round like that, right? Like, you actually have a good bit of money. You know, you want everything, right? You want the nades, but we even have leftover money on some players here, right? And the value of just buying up a kit is you can, ZTR, I think if he has a kit, he wins that round, right? Flash fully blinded last player, he just sticks it, probably wins it. So, and also the value of a kit in an eco is your opponents are playing under the expectation you don't have it. Most of the time they'll call your bluff on bomb sticks in eco rounds. Fast A play, Fnatic smoking Molotovs. Look at the speed. The AWP is here though. Fuzi up for the job. Even the B push. Sapek trying to flank out these players. He's fired a bit too soon. Fnatic are going to have to hunt down these A players, but they're getting boxed into middle. Look at this flank right now. Fnatic have nothing, nowhere, no one.
Go B.
Yeah. Oh, they realize, but only one man's going to make it through, and not that far either. Rolf trades the kill, and what a death squad that the ninjas show us in that round. Running down Banana, flanking up mid with absolutely no hesitation. Possible that call for Fnatic comes off the back of, them realizing that, okay, now they're buying up full. They might triple B to get this util in, get the mollies down Banana, get that control that they've had many CT rounds. And so maybe Fnatic wanted to, outbrain them and try and go for a fast raid. You see a lot of teams do that in gun rounds, in the first gun round after an eco. But not going to work wonders. Ooh! Clean.
Yeah, nice opener for ZTR. While this is happening as well, Fnatic are even, locked out of Banana because of this little boost. Rolf is left to anchor this B bomb site. They're going to gamble, rotate Sapek around towards A. They're in that smoke. They're going through it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Eagle gets one, and now a bit of room taken. They're wrapping B. Rolf has to do a hell of a lot, and he's dinked down low, getting chased by Regali. Oh, KST, they're both here. They know he's in Boiler. It's very weird. They want to deal with him, and they will. Now they're on for this 2-on-2 retake. Fuzi and Nilo, are they up to the task? They've got Regali and Keve left to beat. Both players set up CT. Are they going to boost? Yeah, they're throwing Keve up and onto it. There isn't a smoke for CT to cut out any of these angles. They're just playing this, same position, 2 different angles of elevation, and they're hoping that they can long it out, and they do. 6-1 for Fnatic Rising. Great way to approach that 2-on-2. And all of it made possible because of the information KST's nabbing over in the boiler position. That was a deagle round, though, for Fnatic Rising. A couple of AKs in it. They brought a force to the table, and they get results from it.
What a scary T-side for Fnatic. Young Ninjas try and take some banana control yet again. They've often had this when they want it, but that's often been Fnatic giving it up. Renee puts Process down very low, flashes over, Sapek tries to finish off the damage, but he can't. Rolf also bounds out of danger. And so, even a third man moving over. See, if this was 2022, ZTR would have dropped his smoke over to his teammate earlier, but can't do that yet. I hope we can never do that, by the way. I like CS is playing with us a little bit, but...
Oh, what, dropping grenades?
Yeah, don't think that'll improve. I think we've got a fair share of problems in the game right now, and that will only make them worse. In my opinion.
Yeah, dropping kits, meanwhile, I would love that.
I've not thought about that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, not as controversial as grenades. Probably a good idea.
Well, ZTR and... Oh my goodness, through the smoke. Oh, ZTR through the smoke again. Oh. What smoke, he says, as he spams and tries to annihilate the B play. Regali is going to get one with the deagle, and now crossing into this B side, spam again.
I feel like I've never seen anyone shoot as low as they should be on that spam. Like, everyone aims too high. Everyone aims too high, no matter who it is. No one can ever stop the coffin plant. I don't know what it is. Do you feel
what are
me
you
there?
now, the high police?
No, that they would just be under the remit of the regular police. But even so, I feel like everyone spams too high for that spot. Get in the private server, put on the draw other models command, and figure it out, boys. There's got to be a consistent lineup to get a player off that plant. I'm convinced there has to be. Obviously, plant can vary. But I don't know.
Look at you slinging terms and conditions on now. Results may vary.
Yeah, your
all
mileage
terms
may
and
vary.
conditions
Yeah,
apply.
Side effects may include losing, winning. Yeah, those are it. Don't spam smokes without checking with your doctor first. Oh, Fnatic.
They going through. Look at this, into middle. ZTR dead after the first. There are millions of stars in our galaxy, Hugo. Yeah. And right now, Fnatic Rising, they're looking to join those ranks, but they are getting shut down as they seep into these rifles like a warm glue over butter. It's just Nilo down in pit.
Did you say glue over butter?
Yeah.
Do you eat your butter with glue on it?
No, but if the glue was warm and it was on the butter, it would seep in. It would
keep
melt
it
its way in.
Yeah.
We go.
Exactly like that. If you were ever wondering what that would sound like, go no further.
I think most things have a sound effect, even if they don't have a sound effect, Like, sounds represent things.
I don't know what you're on today. I just can't. I can't pick up your throws. I'm sorry.
ZTR, look at him go into the front line, but only one. A lot of damage onto Regali. A 4-on-4. Regali looking more like Regoli, catch him outside. How about that?
That's niche.
It's a dated meme.
Yeah.
Dated meme. Nilo. That one's also signed, sealed, dated, and delivered his way. A 4-on-3. Ooh-wee. Out into the AWP, perhaps, for Pepzor.
Let's put a stamp on it, shall we? No. He's out of there. Fuzi's still on middle. Not forever, it's 2-2, right? He's going to back up, means he can at least turn around if they get out Abs, if they get out Boiler. He can go and help his teammate covering the short cross. Right now, he's taking a lot of responsibility with his teammate tucked in the bomb site. Nilo's here to win the round. Fuzi's been smoked off. Can he find any value from this position? Nilo's going to have to. It's nice spray, 2 kills. Nilo backs up further and wastes even more time. There's not lots left. Keve, 1-on-4. The kills are not being offered up. He's got to hunt down this solo player, and he does. Bomb, can it come in? He's faking it. He thinks there's more than there is, and no one's inside of the bomb site. Now that penny's starting to drop. Keve hunting kills. There's a second. He's got all the info now, but he hasn't got the time nor the ammo. Quick reload, quick tap, and now he goes back with 5 seconds remaining. Keve needs anything he can get, and they just collapse upon him, winning the round. And the Ninjas, they're back in, Harry. This was 6-1. This was dominant. Now it's starting to get a bit closer.
Yeah, Nilo. More like Steelo, man, with how he just stole that round away.
Nice.
Mr. Steely.
Taking one of those, taking one of them. I'll have that.
Now we got Fuzi, or as he's known colloquially, Mr. Pfizer, because he always gives you 2 shots, and the second one always hurts the most, Hugo.
I've heard that. Well, this round certainly ain't too fancy, Harry. It's just Eagles sitting around. And there's the first shot. Fuzi putting it into Pepzor. Garley grabs the Deagle. Looking for a conspiracy of his own up here. Can't find it, though. Nothing being found. It's empty. It's quiet. It's cold.
Yeah, rest assured, the round is still live. This is intentional, believe it or not. They're just waiting, hoping to be given a pick. Yeah, I think it's kind of starting to dawn on them, this idea that, yeah, we're the T side. We do have to bring the fight to them eventually. And so now they're going to go. Where are they going to go? They're going nowhere, Hugo. They're going nowhere fast. 2 over here at long, about to walk into this little gnarly double setup. The bomb dropped, and it's a Young Ninjas round. They deal with the Deagles, never really breaking much of a sweat. When they went 5-on-4 up, they just tucked and sat back, never gave a chance to get back in there.
This is a big rifle round though, right? Like, we've had this short comeback for the CT side. Fnatic is still, you know, not a done T-hop, not happy with it yet, so they've got to come in with the goods. There's a kill, right up Banana, Rolf back in, B getting flashed in, and all the return is through the smoke. Rolf even lives. Process not so lucky. 4-on-4. Fnatic now can start to bleed this one. They know that Ninjas are 2-2. They've seen that flash set up on B. A lot of info here for Fnatic, but they're still smoked out of mid, and this provides time for Rolf to rotate. He's already begun so. Fuzi pushed off the angle. They hit the scope. They know the orb's here. Mid-air caught is Pepzor, but they still trade the kill, and that is worthwhile for Fnatic. But here's that rotate we were talking about, Rolf. They're ready for it. The smoke's in. He's spamming. Oh, there's a bit of a gap even. maybe able to catch them on the cross, playing a crossfire with his teammate in the bomb site. But they are ready for it. That leaves Nilo alone, no question. Fnatic know he's here, and they take the headshot. KST with a double opener leaves just CTR.
Yeah. And ZTR, he's just saving, man. He's just looking to keep this this AK into the next round. Nice change of pace for Fnatic Rising, though. They take that fast banana control. They exert some pressure there. They regroup into one of these A plays once they've shuffled the rotations around a little bit more. And the results are just right there. You know, like you've seen a lot of these kind of pump and dump rounds out of Fnatic Rising. This one, they try to gimmick rotations a lot more. They're a lot more in your face. I don't imagine we're going to get another round that's as quick, but I certainly hope we get another one of these Fnatic defaults where they take that top mid control, they take banana, and then they look to form a plan from there. They've still got a ways to go before they get fully back in charge. There we go. That's 2 words put together. Y'all know what I mean. Control and in charge was what I put together.
Yeah, I got that.
In charge.
Yeah. 2 for the price of 1 there, Harry. Double whammy.
That's the beautiful thing, mate. Words are a wonderful vessel.
Yeah, you can ship whatever you want. In whatever direction. And it's all free, by the way. Till the fines come in, of course. Oh, good flash.
Nilo.
What a catch.
Flashy. Fuzi, though, gonna step up and plug this hole. 4 on 3 now, and Fnatic Rising, they get out in middle, but I don't know if they want to commit into this A bomb site. Now might be the time to start looking at other avenues here. Maybe exploring what's going on at B, and we already see them doing that, dropping back with the bomb. Sapek in this B site alone. ZTR catches this player moving in through CT, but he doesn't rid us of Keve. Keve is not going to fully commit to rotating either. He's putting faith in his teammates to get into B, and he's trying to cut down these players in rotation. However, he's now dead, and so it is just Process left. Regali died pushing B moments ago. And so he's left in this one, 1 on 4. He does have a chance at a 1v1 for B site control, but with ZTR back in CT, the trade, at the very, very least, should be available. And it's even better than that. Trade's not needed. Sapek just wins the fight out. And so he's recovered that 4 young ninjas, who are now up to 6, still in with a chance of winning this half.
Yeah, I think at bare minimum, Fnatic are going to be happy, right? Like 7-round T-side, nothing to sweat about. You know, it was a bit worrying when it was 6-1, and then suddenly we equaled up, and you're wondering if Fnatic have kind of bottled their opportunity. But I think at a bare minimum, you're fine here. Oh, that's awkward. But Young Ninjas definitely looking to sweep things back and steal the half win, and I feel like that might be inevitable. 3 AKs in this round, and Fnatic with nothing spare. 4-15 if things go skew with here. Keve holding utility up banana. Even with the smokes down, no one's going to go through it on either side. Banana belongs to the ninjas. And Apps belongs to Fnatic. Only 2 here right now. But Fuzi's been hitting his shots on the AWP. He'll need to.
Oh, Nilo blinded. Fuzi, good. Nice little opener. Now Nilo still a threat, still a problem, and still delivering kills.
Oh.
Fuzi going to do the bulk of the damage, and Nilo swings out right at the end just to complement this lovely little A crossfire. 7-7, and the time is now. Young Ninjas are looking to win out this first half after all.
Yeah, right, as said, kind of falls in the remit of the money as well.
But Hugo, what does this have to do with the fact that there are millions of stars in our universe?
I mean, well, 5 of the stars on your screen right now, Harry, in the form of the ninjas.
There are more stars than grains of sand.
Grains of sand.
Grains.
Grains. That's a terror. I mean, if you actually think about that, though, that is pretty terrifying.
And how big's a grain of sand?
I think oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know. I think if you have a handful of sand, that's a lot of grains. There's tens of thousands of grains.
All right. Well,
Put that in perspective, huh?
these are my grains, goddamn. And look, Fuzi's looking to hand out headaches as well. There's the opener. 3 on 4.
No pain, no grain.
And so now we're into the B play.
There's only one man here.
Yeah, just one dude, but that's the
Goes
thing.
through.
With Rolf. Oh,
What?
he is gonna.
Did he crash or something?
Looked a little
Looked like he
looked a
tabbed
little
out or
weird
something.
there.
Yeah.
Now KST with this AK creeps into CT. He's gonna get
Nice
checked. ZTR, one of the stars that we talk about here, having a bit of a show. It's left onto Regali, all alone, back of the site, no HP, no chance. Fuzi's gonna finish the job, and Young Ninjas, the 8-7 this first half of play.
Yeah, it's got to feel pretty good, right? Remember how they started? This was 6-1 to Fnatic Rising. They were all over this map. But Young Ninjas, no sleepers, not at that wheel. They bring it back. Fuzi at the forefront, hitting all his orb shots.
Have you ever slept at the wheel?
No. Probably.
I love that you thought about that for a moment.
I wouldn't recommend it. It sounds like a recipe for disaster. Disaster, Harry. You ever had a disaster?
I've had mares before, yeah.
Mess.
We've all had mares.
Bit of a mare for Fnatic here, right?
It started so strong,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Well, you can't win them all, Harry, but you can win the second half.
You
With 7
thought-
rounds, you're set up fine.
You thought the millions of stars had aligned for Fnatic Rising.
That would be far too coincidental.
It would. Universe, it's a big place, and the odds are it doesn't care about you. Fnatic Rising learned that the hard way here, as this half is stolen back into Young Ninja's control. Now they get to embark over on a bit of a T side, though. And this is where I'm hoping, over on the C side. This is where I'm hoping that guys like Regali can show us a little bit more in that AWP, right? We had a great first half from Fuzi. His job's going to get harder. Regali's job's going to get easier now that these sides have swapped around.
Yeah, I guess let's see if Fuzi can keep up this score, 18-7 right now. Fnatic, what's the game plan? Let's find out.
What do I need to take of it? Is it smoke? It's smoke, yeah.
Okay, jump boiler. But
Yeah, you jump to boiler and spot second middle and run back to F, then to short.
One guy
right?
should go short, yeah. You can do it,
Yeah,
nice.
I will go there as well. Play too short.
one was ramp in B. One was bridge. Okay, one bridge and one ramp.
P250.
Yeah, I'll plan to
They
flash.
have nades, yeah.
I'm watching boiler.
One B. 1 second middle
One
drop.
second middle.
Can you just pick mid on 5 seconds? In 5 seconds? Just
Yeah.
pick
Yeah.
together. It's
Good
P
shots.
execute. I'm rotating already, Kevin. Yeah, they're inside.
I'll go hold car for you guys.
He's not planting deep. I think. I'm saving my net.
Could be river.
I'm
I'm
holding car.
going side.
Yeah.
I might push
Nice.
that.
Close.
What?
I'm peeking.
Construction. I'm
One,
watching.
one banana.
I'm taking an
P250.
off.
He's still sandwich.
Dead,
Nice.
dead,
Dead.
Come on,
Wait, I'm
I will
reloading.
flash him, watching the smoke for a bit. I'm flashing
Okay.
now. One dead ruined.
Nice. I'm
Hopefully
holding
more,
car,
yeah.
kind of.
One more
One
dead.
range.
No, one more. Not I'm dead. gonna smoke it. Dead.
Smoking.
CT last.
CT.
CT.
I'm holding the
Nice.
fuse.
Nice.
boys.
Sick round.
Upward.
I don't find the bomb.
Holy shit.
I can buy M4 and full utility.
I got everything, but
Well, you can see the call that leads to the round win there, right? Kevin playing solo B, and Fnatic make the call, hey, in 5 seconds, let's all peek mid. 4 dudes peek it, they see nothing, and then you have that very fast banana flank that wins the retake. Nice and clean, nice and decisive for Fnatic. Levels up the scoreline, but could never get ahead of yourself. Ninjas are buying up, right? They want to fight back instantly. And this is a surprising buy. They got a bomb plant, but they didn't go for the typical double, triple AK buy. They've got MAC-10s for the speed alone.
Yeah, and a lot of control outside of B, mate. This is as good as an invitation as you're going to get out of Fnatic. Here they come, in they go. KST with the opener, but he's traded after that. Keve, a lot of spam damage. And util that can be used to slow. No, never mind. That's going to get smoked off. So the 4-on-4. Little boost for Regali's M4. He's going to go up, he's going to go over, and he's going to go down. Dropped by ZTR, who's holding for the boost. Fnatic Rising, this is not a done deal yet. The pistols, the force by the MAC-10s, they've overwhelmed the B site and they can't seem to find a way back in. This is a save for Fnatic Rising. They're out of there. Young Ninjas, they bring the heat right away with a force buy in the second round of their T side.
I guess they didn't need the AKs, right? The MAC-10s are enough to get them in. Fast pistol entries, and we're on to a competitive game. I say we're on to, like it hasn't been that way throughout. Have no doubt that will continue in the second half as well. Fnatic's victory, their win is very short-lived. And immediately they're back on the back foot. This is going to be the true MP9 off, Harry. There's 2 MP9s per team. MP9 on the T side. Woo! That gun just tears through armor.
Oh no, that's
Wow.
not the opener you wanted. Rolf's MAC-10 doubling down. Forget about the process on this M4. He's spamming, he's trying to find anything that would make you consider giving this a go. But as the pressure's getting applied on this B-bomb site, the guys at A try to look for answers by getting aggressive, and it's only made matters worse. This is Young Ninjas getting this conversion. Fnatic Rising. It would take a miracle to even make you want to embark on this 2-on-5. And there's no miracles to be found, not in this round at least.
This is where things get very scary for Fnatic, because the Ninjas are looking up for the job. Convincing rounds, no save. Oh, I was going to say, Process does get away with that kill, but they're all around him. Should still be 10 with no guns kept for Fnatic. Oh, even gets his friend the M4. That's nice, Nilo. Team player.
Something I do like, whenever Fnatic Rising play, I always see the Brolin's here supporting the boys. Right, obviously, he already knows Keve and Peppersaurus Rex.
It's cute. It's nice.
It's sweet, man. I like it.
I mean, we know the main Fnatic roster have had their, or pieces of the main Fnatic roster have had their, impact on this team, and it certainly looks like it, right? With some of the results we've had, Fnatic Rising coming out and saying Golden's, been involved, maybe on the bench, but he's, more than happy in helping govern the new generation. Samuelson as well, of course. And so, yeah, Fnatic picking up pieces of knowledge here and there and putting it to good use. But they're going to need all that knowledge, Harry. They're going to need to sub in Brolin maybe for this second half as the Young Ninjas start to take a bit of a lead. This should be their 11th. 5 stack on B with USPs. Going to flash down Banana, but Young Ninjas going to see this with the rifles and should make quick work of it. They do. 3 for Sapek, 2 for Fuzi. It's a full house, and now we have to get into a gun round for Fnatic Rising. A very important gun round as this lead starts to elude them.
Yeah, and being on this spot in your CT half, mate, that is, if I were an accountant, right, I would be freaking out a little bit because it's like one of these things where to make ends meet, you need a victory here. If you don't win this, you're partial buying up against 12 rounds. You probably don't win that either. And at that point, this game is very, very far gone. So for Fnatic Rising, They need this rifle round if they want to keep this as competitive as it's been for the last, what, 18 rounds of play.
Yeah, it's the first time they've actually slipped below, right? They've been the ones leading most of the way. Or at least only behind by a round. It's weird. Fnatic have not been tested on this map before, right? Both their games of Inferno in the Academy League so far with dominant wins over FURIA and Big, 16-6, 16-5. And so this is the first time they've been tested. Out mid for Ninjas. They've also got Banana if they want to go back. Sapek is there. Lurking it up on the T side as he does. Ooh, drop off the boost as well. That gets heard. Regardless, playing in the cover. His teammate's flashed out. He's not. And he can activate double kill. Helped out by Process in that one. They're going to molly him. He smokes it out and he stalls even longer. Now a grenade. That will do it. Process says goodbye. He gives it up. Sorry, bud. They're still keeping up a man. Fnatic, they're hearing this A play. Process blinded. Peps off from the balcony, and he needed a double there. Instead, it's an even odds retake 2-on-2, but the bomb down. Nip now favored.
Yeah, Nip. As mentioned, like if they win this round, mate, they know the impact this carries. They know this puts them so close to the finish line. Not the time you want to be missing a moto smoke. Right, they're able to fight ahead of it, and it allows KST a chance at that trade in the first place. Now down to this 1v1.
Wow.
However, Sapek, not the guy you want to face in those clutches.
Yeah,
The King dons his crown, and it's 12 on the board for Young Ninjas.
Yeah, dude, Sapek's crazy good. I mean, this whole roster
Sapek is just such a good anchor player. Like, you know how we always used to call Rush a safe pair of hands?
Yeah.
I would say Sapek is the safe pair of hands
Sure.
of Young Ninjas, right? Like,
Reliable.
this guy on Overpass, like, you look at his contributions from Barrel over at that B Monster site, mate, like, he's a menace there. You look at what he's able to do in terms of, you know, anchoring down bomb sites here as well. Like, same kind of thing over towards B. A lot of the time, he gets left there alone,
Yeah.
CT side.
And on T sides as well, ZTR gives them like a lot of room and gives them a lot of responsibility. You often see if you have like a default where you're, you know, on Overpass, you're taking that A control, but you need a player outside B faking. A lot of teams will have like their in-game leader be that guy in B, just throwing util, you know, crafting the round, confusing their opponents. No, ZTR, he stays with the pack. He lets Sapek do that. You'll often see Sapek, you know, doing the get right stuff, like lurking out B short, B water, cutting off late rotate, walking into B as the CT start moving up. You know, a lot of responsibility on T sides, and he's doing it here on Inferno as well, right? Solo B up Banana while his team are working middle. He's doing it again, moving up behind the Molotov. Boost up, gets spotted, but doesn't get anything from it. Sapek tries to punish with utility, is unable to do damage. Fnatic are only on pistols here. Not even Kevlar, so safe to say we're expecting the Swedes to run away with this round. Unless something unorthodox happens.
They trade the smokes at B. This is going to be a lot of, you know, there's going to be a lot of this, right? This is exactly what Fnatic Rising want. This is the classic smoke delay play. Anytime utility comes through for Young Ninjas, it should be counteracted by one of these smokes from Fnatic Rising. You can already see KST getting his ready. Now, he's got to hit a good timing here, because a lot of the times when you see that first smoke come out and you know you're only up against pistols, you're anticipating a re-smoke to go in now if you're Young Ninjas. Now they're going to see it, but yeah, KST no longer wants to throw it into the choke point. Instead, he's trying to use it to create some new angles for himself. Instead, he's bested right away. Rolf, hot on the entries today.
Yeah.
This guy having a really good game. Young Ninjas get into B, they break apart that double hold, and now it should just be a formality getting this over the line to that 13-8 scoreline.
Oh, they may have had some back and forth in this game, may have had Fnatic in control, but as crunch time hits, you really see who the true winners are, right? Young Ninjas starting to run away with this one. Convincing rounds. And exits found, but not enough to really make your day. It's 13-8, and Fnatic are all on this buy. It's the GG buy here, Harry. You lose this, you're 14-8 on an eco. You're stuck between, you know, playing for overtime or, well, forcing up. So this should be it. This should be the deciding round here. Fnatic may have taken a convincing pistol round. They've had nothing since.
Yeah, the age-old saying, it's always darkest before the dawn, is not true. And so now, Young Ninjas, like, steamrolling ahead towards this this coveted 15-round scoreline. They're right where they want to be, Hugo. The pressure very much on Fnatic Rising. They need to come up with solutions, and they think a solution might be found on the back of banana aggression. Fast A play from Young Ninjas. There is a possibility that KST could flank and deal with some of these guys, but the sheer pace, Sapek is in their face. He's even ready for the banana push. Now, KST still gets the kill, but Sapek has already done enough getting the info, getting the double. Yeah, he's heard Fuzi's AWP scoped up, but Fuzi doesn't need to look for this fight. He's not the guy on the clock right now. It's KST who needs to look for this kill on the AWP, and Fuzi's got it nailed down, lined up. Fnatic Rising, this is a save. Write it off, mate. Forget all about it.
Yeah.
Sapek has just ended your entire round before it even began.
I love that play, right? The smoke spam comes in, and it looks crazy, but it's fully calculated. Sapek waits until those final few bullets come out, and then he runs through the smoke on the reload. Not just one, but even kills a rotate off of B as well. What an annoying play. Frustrating for Fnatic now. An empty CT side.
And mate, if I'm being honest, you know, I think in terms of, you know, the cooling, Young Ninjas are the only team that I feel comfortable when they go for these like pace change rounds. I feel like so many teams get let down by it, right? And you understand the idea, you appreciate the idea behind it, but very rarely do you ever see successes from it. I think even this Fnatic Rising squad are like that, right? Countless times I've seen these guys on Overpass, even versus the Young Ninjas, try to go for pace change rounds on like monster rushes, and they just get churned up. The Young Ninjas are so good at those fast calls, man. And it really does put the fear in you if you're Fnatic Rising. Now you're worried that, like, well, what if they deal us another one of them? Regali alleviating some of those worries with the AWP. Him and Pepsor have opened this round for Fnatic Rising, and there's nothing in terms of a response yet out of Young Ninjas.
The right kind of round to just hit that B-bomb site. Sapek's in front of the Molotov. He certainly seems to think so. And KST's ready to drop back at the sign of worry. Kill comes in and he avoids the trade. It was always going to be a bit late, though, ZTR waiting for his teammate to come up. And at this point, there's a third CT in position to make sure nothing goes wrong here. Nothing gets out of control. Smoke in CT spawn, boost up on top of it. Maybe a pick, but not today. KST's got his wits about him. And now you know ZTR's here as well. So ready to close. CTR takes out the AWP, but they can still save it. And Fnatic, okay, sure, winning a round against 14. If you were ever going to pull it back, that's the beginning of it. But a lot of that coming off of the AWP, just peeking deep down middle, getting those first couple of kills. Regali and Pepsor opening up. And they've not really had that many times. Young Ninjas are going to be aware this time around. You know, these guys have often knifed up towards middle at the start of rounds. They've known how free it's been, how much room they've been given. Okay, fine. Fnatic take that space this time, but I don't know if you can do it again. The AWP is even starting B.
Both KST and Regali were hanging around looking like they wanted to fight this. I like that they leave and just concede this control. It was pretty ballsy to hang around. And You still have Regali's ult posted. If he's able to get one and then just fade away, it's a great way of forcing some respect over here at B. But this is a fast round for Young Ninjas. They dump all this util, and they do trade out onto KST. Now, while this is happening, Nilo is out in mid, and he's trying to hear and piece together what's happening on the rotations. If he can find a timing to exploit, he could kickstart this whole round, but instead, he walks into Pepsor, who just moved back, decided against that rotation, and now Fnatic Rising have got the read. They've pieced this together very, very quickly after removing that lurk player. They know what's happening. FUZI, burnt down at 20 points to health, has now got a 1v4 this round, and it's gotten worse and worse by the second. The double nades are going to do it. Just rubbing salt in the wound, and even though salt has healing properties, it would also hurt a lot, so that's why they're doing it.
Patching them up for next round, perhaps. Yeah, no, good spot on that rotate for Fnatic, right? They almost ran fully out of the A side, but as it went a bit quiet, Pepsor, he doubted
Have you eaten all your salt for today, Hugo? You got to have 5 salts a day. I eat them
salts.
all. Yeah.
Well, like packets.
Yeah, like tubs.
Tubs.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I'm a very salty boy.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
I'm 70% dust.
Ooh.
And FUZI, he's 100% badass, man. Peeking into the apartments, getting that opener. Damn.
Damn, son, yeah. Through the molly. That's one way to get a kill. And now they're going to go back to B after the advantage is taken, hoping that Fnatic gamble with AAA. That's not the case.
Ooh, look at this.
Flash play, blind. Oh, the random smoke spam anymore. Perhaps a second, and he does get it before the trade comes in. That makes things even. With the orb still back at B and a smoke on Regali, he can do a lot to hold this B site alone. That's why Fnatic aren't rotating. They know this round is still up in the air. Young Ninjas can go anywhere, and so they will. Back to this A side, back to ground taken earlier. Confident the apartments are clear, they're right. But there is a man right on the edge of things.
A man on the edge. That's how we describe Process. Oh, no.
I'll be on the edge after that.
Yeah, ZTR clears, and Keve now trying to hold on to this A site. One man up against it all. How much can the lone Keve do? He staves them off for a moment. But ZTR, he wants this site for the Young Ninjas. It leaves it all on Regali, 1v2. A little gap, maybe. Nah, nothing to be found around this smoke. He's got to wait for the fade. He drops his own through it, flashes as well, but already spammed out by Nilo. It's Young Ninjas up onto 15.
Yeah, we had a couple of, what's the word, man? My brain's
Constipation?
off today. No, definitely not those. Constellation rounds, rather.
Constipation rounds,
yeah, exactly. Fnatic, they tried really hard.
They just couldn't squeeze it out at the end, right?
Sometimes it's the final push. And Ninjas, they're looking for that final push. They're looking to get it over the line. Can they do it? Let's find out.
I Mexico då.
Flash en där. Jag håller.
Kommer FURIA.
Nej, vänta. Var det AVP eller? AVP vill. Kom Nilo, vi går upp långt efter den här.
På direkt där.
Kan de komma och hålla korta flashboys åt oss?
Han är sandbase.
Jag kommer sätta jag sätter sen bara.
Lägg nu.
Ja, vi kör.
Han är korta.
Han är fast på alltså.
Vi får en B-split boys.
Jag kommer låsa kort.
Lägg en B-split direkt.
De fick flash lång. Ja. Jag och Nilo går in CT sen så kan ni vara beredda att gå B.
Jag kan flasha kort från pit.
Ja, lägg. Okej,
Nej, lugnt.
fuck, vi fick ett hoppe.
Alla skiter i det där.
Ja.
Han har hört att vi har tagit
Jag la HE från pit förut.
Ja,
Konkurrent.
de la smoke fram kort.
Kan boosta den du vill Anton.
De har fan inte knitt.
Ja, gör det.
Vi står och håller där.
Jag bara kom den.
Okej boys, lyssna nu. Vi kommer köra Gambit. Har ni banna eller?
Ja.
Okej, vi kommer lägga Gambit nade sen. Ja, Nilo kan gå hus. Vi lägger Gambit nade, jag går upp långt.
Ja. Och sluta B eller?
Nej, ja.
Ja, vi kommer gå. Jag kommer gå igenom smoken. Vänta, jag kommer smoka långt.
Jag kommer smoka rätt på bör.
Ja, vänta. Jag smokar långa och kommer molla korta.
Jag kan lägga
Upp hennes.
Vi hade väl 2 smokes?
Det är 2 A bara.
Med 2 på B,
Ja,
2 på
jag
B.
är
men-
Lägg
Jag lägger
lilla.
lilla.
Den där
Jag lägger
så kör vi
lilla.
då. Ja, inga flashes.
Jag kan lägga en graveyard flash.
Lägg lilla.
Lägger där. Måla pit.
Jag flashar här.
Lägg graveyard
Måla
flash.
flasha. Jag kommer gå bara wida side. Ingen är
Side,
hård.
side,
En är side. Två side. En close.
Jag
Close strike. Nice.
Den ena lilla.
Uppe. In.
Vi hade smokes.
They haven't won this yet. Right, to say they have would be disingenuous to this Fnatic Rising squad. They're still trying to grind away back in. And to give them credit, that's a very clean round to have found 11, breaking the money of Young Ninjas. Fnatic Rising aren't ready to give this game up just yet, Hugo. They've still got some fight left in them.
Oh, the nades! Destroyed! It's only pistols. Fnatic should be able to put a pin in it as they pull one out of their next HE. A good trade back for Keve's HE grenade, but even so. Now Ninja's going elsewhere. Fnatic again, tempted to rotate. Regali hangs around on the long side with that orb. Pepsor in the pit has 2 spots to cover. Ninjas might be coming their way. No util to get them anywhere, though. You've got to take dry fights to Pepsor. He's more than up for the job. If you don't deeg him first bullet, he's going to start triple killing. There's the first. Deagle's still alive. It's on short. Flash to peek it. Abs player spotted. Pepsor knows exactly what's going on. The Deeg does take down Regali, but Pepsor's gone wide, and he's not looking to let this get out of control.
Yeah, still needs to rein it in, and he will with that little double there. Nice one for Pepsor, Kexor, whatever you want to call him. Down in pit, he puts up 12 for Fnatic Rising, and that's more than you've done today.
Me or the viewer?
All of the above.
Okay.
Combined.
Right. Thanks. I'm on map 3. This is only their first map.
Good point, actually. Hugo, you have refuted that claim nicely.
Fnatic holding on, man.
I wish court was more of a game show, don't you?
Like, actual court. Like
yeah, like real court.
Yeah. Like what? Like they... I sentenced you to green goo falling off the ceiling. The dunk tank.
We're going to give you the option to spin the magic wheel. Oh, unlucky. It's death by firing, squad.
Yeah, that would be more entertaining. Maybe, yeah, maybe not the way to do it.
You did dodge paying those fines, but my God, you've won $10,000. It would be sick.
Yeah, you know.
Add an element of chance.
Until
Why
you
not?
start letting, you know, violent criminals free because they spun the wheel the right way.
Nah, mate, their wheel just all says death by firing, squad.
Oh, there's no way out.
And while Hugo... It's a slow mid-creep for the Young Ninjas.
Yeah, so what's on this wheel? If they spin it, they're looking for success. Behind door number 9.
But is that an option on this wheel?
These lucky men.
Here we go. Out they go. Out through the apartments. Oh, no! And into process.
Down.
Double down. That's the bomb as well. The alarm bells. Whomp! Whomp! You can hear them. You can hear them ringing out. Nilo, last guy alive. 1 on 5. A lot of work to do and not a lot to get it done with. Fnatic Rising. 13 rounds, Hugo. 13 rounds. Flawlessly defined it as well.
We're seeing the comebacks today, Harry. We had it in our previous series. We're getting it again. It was all green. It was all good for the Ninjas. But now Fnatic having their second wind, Harry. Ooh, cheeky mid-smoke. 5 out of the last 6 rounds going the way of the Rising fellas. And now looking for another. They're even going to start to take names, pushing down middle. Process has been spotted. That doesn't deter him, though. He's got help from the apartments as well. Catching Fuzi tucked in the corner. The rest of the Young Ninjas run B. Storm in the sight, but there's 2 men here to put a stop to it. Regali not having any problems. And you're not planting the bomb today, boys. Going to have to be piecing together your loss bonus for round 30.
There's more rounds of Counter-Strike than there are stars in our beaches.
In our beaches. Maybe you're right. Maybe you are right.
Oh. It's only a Glock, though. And so it's a nice, clean 29th round. Now we go to 30, though, Hugo. Now we turn the dial up to 11. 10 was the max. So we've gone above that. Round 30, the full 30 rounds. The full, you know, Mad Max Fury Road there and back again. And here we go. Let the madness continue, I say.
Why not? Why stop it when it's going so well? No warp for Fuzi. Money got in the way of that, but at this point, the rifles should be able to do the job. So that you hope, at least. Regali, he started a lot of his rounds as of late at B, and he's actually going to be left alone. This is such a nice call for Fnatic to make in round 30. If Regali, you know, if he gets dealt a B play, he has all the util to stop it. Hopefully he can grab a kill, get out of the bomb site, play CT, and go in for one of these 5-on-4 retakes. That's Fnatic's dream. Really, their other dream is that Ninjas walk into this stack.
Well, as CSGO would seem to want to tell us, with dreams come nightmares. Which will it be? Out into middle, and Young Ninjas, they trade it evenly, a 3-on-3. But there's KST keeping Fnatic Rising in pole position. The last two, it's Sapek and Fuzi, late into a B play. Regali here, waiting in the wings with the AWP scoped up. You don't often survive past the first shot, and there's Fuzi learning that the hard way.
On a bait jump as well. Hasn't got a smoke. Nade will have to do, crossing with a plume, and 1v3 grabs the first. Don't count Sapek out. He's pretty capable. Bomb getting planted. Regali has to wait for his teammate, but he's going in, and he wins the round on his own. Risk is there, but the reward is picked up by Fnatic Rising, and into extra rounds, we find ourselves. Bonus, it's overtime.
Yeah, and there's never much love when we go OT, Hugo. That's what they say.
They do say that, but I think Regali's feeling the love. Those are some good shots up on the B-bomb site. First one especially. And that's why they left him all on his own, Harry. More than capable as the solo B player. Back to an A spawn this time around. Won't be going back to another banana peak. Fuzi's got his AWP as well. Once the money is no longer a factor here in 16K MR3. That's right, first to 19.
Sapek. He's very, very close. He's getting tickled by these nades. Ooh, little tickle. Ooh, KST up and over, but still the trade's go in favor of Young Ninjas now. Sapek in his deep position, trying to clothesline the B-bomb site. Keve's still lining up utility. He's not expecting them to just dry walk in. Keve's going to get shot upside of the head, mate. He's out of the round. Womp, womp, womp. That's a bit of a rough one for Keve. It's all because Sapek was waiting in that smoke. He just never even considered that someone would be that fast and that quiet on the approach. Bomb now down, and Young Ninjas just 2 kills away from getting that elusive 16th round to open up overtime.
Yeah, I mean, the law came true again, Harry, right? Always the way. The team that's clawing back to OT. As soon as they get there, they can't get the first round. That's to be expected. Full save coming in. Always sucks to be saving in MR3. But really, no chance at around there for Regali, so it's the right call. 16-15 to the Ninjas. Looking for a nice, quick, clean T side if they can get it.
triple B lean out of the gate with Regali swapping his position out and challenging middle. And maybe that's why ZTR already sent to the big land beyond. He's now got to watch over his team in this round. And Guardian Angel sent from above. He's been sent back there. Above, that is.
Yeah, no. Makes sense. Bomb's back in spawn, so while this looks like a B commit early, it's not. Still got players up middle. Sapek would love a pick. Contact play might help. He walks in front of the smoke. He's got to look up, though. They're on the boost. His teammates spamming the smoke. This is a great fake being sold. Sapek going in, and he gets the first as well. Second player volley drops. Sapek knows, and he deals out the headshot as well. Does die, but he dies a hero.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's a bait they do all the time with Sapek. We know the title he has, and he always wants to show us why. Process and Pepsor are going to start to embark on this rotation, but they are a long way away. By the time they get here, about half that bomb timer is going to have ticked off of the clock. So Hugo, they've got to be quick. They've got to be quick. They've got to be clean. They've got to be all of the above. Can they do it? Flash is going over. But the Molly has sucked the pace out of this retake.
Yeah, I don't know if there's even time at this point. No one's given over the kill. Fuzi doesn't need to fight, but he can when he's ready. Rolf takes first contact. Now Fuzi on the angle, and it's a done deal. 2 out of 3, and Fuzi locks in the last. Easy stuff for the young ninjas. Once the money is no longer a factor, once the pressure's on for Fnatic, that's when these keen Swedes step up to the plate. One more, and it's going to be a flawless T-side. And at that point, damn, dude. Can't really be betting against the ninjas. Those scrawny little birds, man.
Just feathers and bones.
Aren't we all?
You know, by that logic, though, you could say that about anything. You know, humans are
scrawny
just...
little apes, just meat and bones.
Yeah, you know, we're all just a couple of feathers away from being birds ourselves.
Yeah, you're actually pretty closely related to... I don't know.
Come on, there must be something here, man.
Yeah, I was going to call you a chicken, but like, no. What, is there a funnier bird, or are chickens kind of the most clueless, dumb, flightless birds?
Chickens are very intelligent. It just goes to show how brainwashed you are by modern-day meat-eating society. But
they're just
totally
scrawny little birds, just feathers and bones, man. I mean...
Look at this. Fast play up towards long. We'll revisit this topic once the A play comes through. ZTR and Sapek there needs to be a hero. And KST could be that man. However, he's double wrapped by Sapek and Fuzi. And in amongst this chaos, Sapek is doing some of his finest work yet. It's like watching a master physician at work. And there he is. A scalpel out. He makes the fine incision to make that A play happen. And that is a flawless T-half for the young ninjas.
Yeah, KST dropped the bomb, and maybe the comms have flooded. Maybe he's panicking there. But, like, 2 guys running at him on long to trade to get that bomb back. The AWP even scopes. He doesn't hit anything, man. So, yeah, that's a shame. Young ninjas, they lose the bomb, but they pick it right back up. And that's a flawless T-side, as said. Uno mas.
Yeah, uno más. Por favor.
No.
What? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuzi. Oh, fully blinded.
Okay.
And yet still hits a crazy little shot. Process boosted, but Fnatic, these are desperation plays to try and bring back this round past the point of no return. They're looking for a way back in. Looking for a means to an end, and the fast B play for Prosis, well, it's given them a little bit of room. Sapek might want to start calling for rotations. Fuzi is moving around, moving over. But Sapek is still alone for the time being. Flash into Pit makes him feel a little more comfortable to swing. And there he is with the double. Sapek, as mentioned, this guy, when it comes to anchoring, there's no one that you would rather want. He has shut down the B play single-handedly. 3 kills for him, one of them being the bomb. And now with the rotation all here, Kexor left in the 1v4.
Yeah.
And it might be the end of the line.
Not going to be laughing now. Hard-fought battle here for Fnatic. They've done a good job of staying in it so long, but once they hit crunch time, man, everything out the window. 4 in a row for the young ninjas, and Pepsor makes it so. That is a clean overtime victory for the